Harshvardhan, our honorable, I think he's been the prime visionary and also driving this IISF. I remember his speech as we were preparing for the IISF, and he wanted IISF to be an event. I think, in spite of challenges, in spite of impossibilities, I think he wanted it to be a really an event to be remembered. In the context of GIST, Global Indian Scientists and Technocrats Meet, I think we have been dreaming. Gyan Bharati has been dreaming. Of course, all the scientific departments, scientists of India, dreaming for a wide collaboration across the Indian diaspora, which exists all over the world, particularly in the, I think we see almost all over the world now. And our students, I think somebody has rightly said, many universities will cease to exist if our students don't go to the international universities in the US, and I think we are providing, I think there are a lot of students, and in turn, of course, they are contributing to the advancement of science and technology. So I think this just in the context of the pandemic is providing an opportunity which was not there. I think it's a big challenge, but opportunity that was not there. I think this gist which is occurring in the context of ISF, the sixth edition, I think would not have occurred but for that, but for the challenge of that pandemic, and we are interacting with each other. Particularly, I think if you really look at the gist meet now, I think scientists across Indians across the continents, and of course across the countries and across many labs, I think are participating in this. And this is the, I think Dr. Our Jayendra Sastrbudhe will agree that we have been dreaming about it, that this kind of interaction must occur, should occur, and there's so much to, there are so many challenges one side, and there are so much to be done. Particularly when I think we have set up one of the largest infrastructure for scientific and technological development in terms of range of labs, our CSR chain of labs, one of the largest in the world. There are so many CSR UK, CSR South Africa, CSR in the Australia, but India CSR is one of the largest share of labs. I think similarly, the labs that have sprung up in the DBT context, in the context of course, we had a whole chain of DRDO laboratories facing many challenges in the area of defense. I remember in my own Ministry of Information Technology, I think MIT, I think we have a chain of labs which are all named as CDAC. There are 10 labs. When I started, I was the only person, and we see them, and they are collaborating across the world. What information technology, for example, has accomplished, I think it was not impossible without that collaboration. Many of our scientists had gone years back to the US and to Europe and other countries, Australia, this one nothing, and they were nurtured there. They started their own companies. Many of them founded things like that. And India has accomplished, I think, great heights in the field of information technology, and through that collaborations. Today, the scientists are coming back, collaborating. They have Indian counterparts, and they are collaborating across, and many of them now springing up as the entrepreneurs, innovative entrepreneurs. So the technologies are from the chip level to the system software or the software levels are coming out through this collaboration. So I think through these interactions all over the world, and this offers an opportunity. Now, perhaps we would have never been able to come together for a conference, for a physical conference. I think, but now that we are interacting through this video conference, and in the process, video conferencing technology has really upgraded itself. I think it offers so many possibilities that we are able to interact. I would just say, since there is very little time, I think this is a great opportunity. I think honorable minister who really piloted and I think architected and envisioned this possibility, and now that new Pravas platform has been created and is an enabler in which this interaction can take place, which has not been able to take because of so many bureaucratic hurdles. There are so many other hurdles that which can now take place. See, today the IT professionals are spread across continents, but they are collaborating together. They are Indians. They are collaborating. They are developing very complex softwares. They are providing solutions to the Fortune 500 companies. And a similar thing has to extend to, of course, research and development, which large part of it is, of course, intellectual game itself, the R&D, research and advancement, I would just say that now GIST can really flower now. Whenever we are challenged, we came out with the new ideas, and I think we have seen in the different programs. And now in this pandemic challenge, we can come out with really creating, I think, in advances in science and technology that we have never seen before. I would only say that it's the time now to create collaboratories laboratory here. I think we have a large number of labs now, and the labs in different parts of the world, in Korea, in Japan, in different parts of the world, and of course in the US and Europe. And they have the equipment. We may not have that kind of advanced equipment. We have the manpower. We have I think so all that can come together. Software solutions, they can come together to create solutions which are not been possible here. So I would just make that we have to make an enabler for creating collaboratories, and just we have posed so many challenges. I think thanks to Jayant Rao and many other people who are posing that these are the challenges for a country like India, which applies to all developing countries, many developing countries, which we can solve together. I think today, I think I will just say it with, it's no more now in nations competing with each other. They have to collaborate together. This pandemic has shown that kind of thing. There are problems for climate change before us. The climate change cannot be solved by one nation or one society or one laboratory like that. We must collaborate together because the solutions and the challenges which spring up from all parts of the world. So I think just, I would say that is a very important framework, and we are making a very good beginning. I think good beginning today, which I'm seeing, and I'm very personal, very happy that we are talking to each other and create collaboratories, create collaborations, which our Honorable Prime Minister talked about in his speech just a few hours back, and wish you all the best. Thank you, Dr. L.O.G. Rao Miraskar, who has taken a lot of initiatives since we met in Pune, and the interaction gone forward to create this GIST meet with several presentations which will provide new solutions to us. And I'm, of course, grateful to Honorable Minister Dr. Mande, I think what he talked about, and all scientific secretaries who are present for this thing, who can come out with new approaches for solving the global problems. And that's what we are talking, global welfare. It is not Atmanirbhar, but global, for global society. And that is a very, I think, a word of our civilization and culture.